Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel for our week 4 video. Today we're going to be talking about CSS, which is cascading style sheets, and how we're going to apply styling. So this was a new topic this week that we learned in class. I've previously not had any experience in this. I have looked into some HTML on the security aspect because I don't know if I described that in the previous video. But here at Penn State, I am minoring in information security. So, and part of that was inspecting HTML, which is really easy to do in Chrome by just going to any web page and hitting right-clicking, clicking inspect, pulls it all up. And I have done some playing around with that, but I've never really done with playing around with CSS, which is mainly used for styling because um, so we'll go into this here. CSS kind of solved a big problem in that this part right here, this HTML is never intended to contain tags for formatting a web page. So, and this is really a huge thing of web development now, is having these tags because it makes it so much easier to edit things. Because you can edit entire paragraphs that are located on multiple parts of a website. You can do borders around your web page if you wanted to make it different colors. And so, really, what it looks like in CSS is this part right here, where we're really doing the styling. So you can go down to the level of the color. So this is a very specific color that they look for in this Geeks for Geeks. They have font size, font style, text align. There's hundreds of these. And so I can actually go into that a little bit more. Um, and so this is the basic syntax in that this is your element selector. So typically H1 has to do with your headers and P would be used for your paragraphs. And then in your declaration is where you're setting everything you need. So it's your property, so font size, color. We were looking at, you can look at font strength. So if you want it bold, and then separated by a colon and then a value. So obviously anything that has to do with size would be pixels. And then anything that's colors is you can type all your basic colors, but then if you really want to get specific, like on that last one we saw where they have the color is an extremely specific thing. And so I actually got to play around with that in this week's lab. So all we were doing simply was editing a resume, right? So we just made it nice and simple. And in CodePen, which is my first time ever using this, you get to use HTML, CSS, but we didn't get to touch the JavaScript yet. But in the CSS, we can really see, originally all these were blue, so I'll give you guys an example of if I want to change this left border over here, I just have to change this to blue. And then CodePen updates it right away, right? So you can do that. That's cool. A little bit of messing around with stuff. You can change the height of things if you wanted to. If you want your borders to be rounded, you can change that so you can see on the sides now all these are round. But that was a really cool thing. Still working out some of the kinks though in terms of centering this. I don't know if it's the left and right that aren't centered, but I know the header is. Um, so yeah, that's sort of some of the super basics on what CSS is. There's a lot you can do with it, and I'm certainly very interested in this. So I'll definitely be checking out some more of this as we go. So thanks.